Ezilo. Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Peter. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Trust you can hear us. Where are you joining the meeting from, sir?
I'm joining from Lekki, Lagos.
So how's the city of Lekki?
Very well, we are here.
So special announcement once again. If you are joining in on Zoom, please don't forget to post your name, your course of study, and your year of graduation in the chat box so we can capture your attendance.
Okay, I'll do that now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Vivian Eniola, good afternoon, ma'am. Ms. Dr. Viola Akibe, good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, Dr. Lagbola, FIIN, FCIB. Good afternoon, sir. Dr. Lagbola, good afternoon, sir. You are all welcome. Please, gentle reminder that if you are on Zoom, please type in your name, your course of study, and year of graduation in the chat box so that we can take your attendance. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Dr. Good afternoon, sir. AKA the symbol. Former National Secretary. Good afternoon, sir. Can you hear us, sir? We can't hear you.
You come already.
Please, we'd like to encourage us that if we'll be talking to the meeting, please, we should do so from an environment that is noise-free, please. The event is being live streamed for the global audience. Please don't forget to stay off noisy environments so your contributions can be well captured. Thank you. Good afternoon, Dr. Mrs. Baye. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, Good afternoon. No. How are you, sir?
Very well, ma'am.
Thank you.
Office of Advancement, we recognize you, ma'am. The event will commence.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. I thought I would be able to come, but I wait to receive somebody. So what?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
In person, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
Here is a special reminder to the audience on Zoom. Please type in your name, your course of study, and year of graduation in the comments section or in the chat box so we can capture your attendance. And we also urge us to please rename your ID on the Zoom meeting with your real names so that your contribution and your display name will be captured appropriately. The program will commence shortly once we form quorum. Our National Secretary is in the house, Barrister Adebaya Oshikoya, FCARB, FCIARB. Good afternoon, sir, once again. Good afternoon, sir, once again. Good afternoon, sir, once again.
Have I ever done anything to offend you? Your very existence.
Good afternoon, Mr. Shola. Please reduce the noise from your hand so we can get your contributions correctly. Mr. Olumide Olaniyan, good afternoon, sir, once again.
Have I ever done anything to offend you? Your very existence.
Good afternoon, Mr. Shola. Please reduce the noise from your end so we can start. So we can.
I didn't hear where the phone was cracking. I heard my name, but I didn't hear what you said thereafter.
I'm just recognizing you, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for that.
Where are you joining us from, sir? Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Good afternoon. I'm joining from Abuja.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the meeting, sir. The meeting will commence shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to recognize MC Lamu in the house. Just 2 days ago, this great man, MC, the commissioning of the temporary opening of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. A very great feat. A letter from the federal ministry, from the Minister of Works, was sent to invite him. He's a very great man. Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for Mr. Michael Ladimeji Lamu. He's joining us from Zoom. Please, Mr. Lamu, please speak to the house, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jeremiah. I'm also learning from you. Thank you.
Mr. Lamu is also the MD of University of Lagos Radio, Nigeria's first university radio station, Nigeria's first campus radio station. This man has trained a lot of people, and he's the one keeping Unilag in pole position when it comes to media and communication matters. We are very proud of you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome, sir. The numbers are increasing. Very soon we'll commence once we hit 50. Please send the link to your class sets, faculty WhatsApp groups, so everybody can join. You don't have all day. Please, let's share the meeting ID and the meeting link as shared by the PRO on the platform to our various class sets, states, branch platforms, and WhatsApp platforms. Good afternoon, Mrs. Jumoke Odusami. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, sir.
Where are you joining us from, ma? We're glad to have you here.
I'm in Lagos.
Oh, great. Yeah. Please don't
I
forget
just
to drop your name, course, and year of graduation in the chat box so we can take your attendance. Thank you.
okay, so name, year of attendance.
Name, course of study, and the year of graduation. In that order. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. My brother is faithful. Hallelujah.
Dr. Dejibelo, good afternoon, sir. Please let's us send out the Zoom link to our various class sets and faculty state branches, please. Dr. Dejibelo, good afternoon, sir. Dr. Dejibelo, good afternoon, sir.
Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm Dr. Jibelo.
Yes, sir. It's good to have you here, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
And shortly, please, once quorum is formed, we'll go straight into the meeting without further ado.
Okay, it's okay, no problem. Okay.
Just to remind us once again that just joining in,
Oh.
please type your name, your course of study, and your year of graduation in the chat box so we can take your attendance. Mr. Yodeji Adibowale, we recognize you, sir. Engineer.
Okay, I'm Dr. Dejibelo.
No, please type it in the chat box, please, so it can be.
Okay, it's all right.
Engineer Japa, good afternoon, sir. Mr. Yodeji Adibowale. Mr. Shola Adeshida, we recognize you, sir. We'd like to specially recognize our leader, our father, Ashiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Koro. Good afternoon, sir. Former president, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
You're very well, sir. It's nice to have you, sir.
Thank you very much. Has the meeting started?
It's starting shortly, sir. Once we form quorum, sir.
Okay. I already give apology that I will be absent, but since we have a virtual system, so that's why I had to join.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
We are glad to have you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. Mr. Tunde Deru, good afternoon, sir. Mr. Adepupo Julius, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Where are you joining from, sir? Mr. Deru, good afternoon, sir. Where are you joining in from, sir?
Good afternoon. All.
Mr. Tunde Deru is the former Vice President, North America chapter. Am I correct, sir?
Yes.
Nice to have you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, just been briefed by the powerful executive secretary that Mr. Tunde Deru is our chairman, University of Lagos North America chapter. He's our Donald Trump of University of Lagos Alumni. It's very great to have you, sir. Welcome once
Thank
again.
you.
I'd like to recognize everybody in the hall, my seniors and my fathers here in the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to recognize the presence of Honorable Justice Niabasi Udobong, Chairman, Akwa Ibom State Branch. You're welcome, sir. Miss Yuri, sir. Professor UAC Okafo, you're welcome, sir. Chairman, College of Medicine.
Thank you.
Alumni, welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, President. Good afternoon, all.
The meeting will commence shortly.
It's fine.
Shortly. We are very close to the forum. And once we do,
thank you, sir.
if you're outside, please come in. So the meeting will commence shortly, please. Please stand by, please. Mr. Uweyo Olusegun, good afternoon. We recognize you, sir. Engineer Jakwa Toden, good afternoon, sir. We recognize you. Please, just to remind us once again that if you are joining the meeting on Zoom, type in your name, your course of study, and your year of graduation in the chat box so we can capture your attendance. Please don't forget to type in your name, your course of study, and your year of graduation in the chat box. Please. The meeting is also being live streamed on our YouTube page. If you're on YouTube, just type University of Lagos Alumni Association. You go to our channel and you'll be able to watch the event live. And I also have a message from the national president, from the president worldwide. If you are here to download the University of Lagos Alumni app, please do so now. Yeah. Check. We have people now both online and on and in the hall here. So I'll be passing the mic to our National Secretary, Mr. Adebayo Shikoya, and he's going to call the meeting to order, and we'll go straight into the meeting. Thank you for having me, everybody. National Secretary, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to have all of you here for the 2024 AGM meeting. As it is, we have constitutionally formed a quorum, so the meeting can commence in earnest. So I would like to invite the president, to open the meeting formally, and then I think the agenda. Can you put the agenda on the screen? Let it be screened. Let's see what we have there. So what I've just done now is a call to order. I mean, I must apologize, we are starting a little bit late, but I mean, that has not detracted anything from the significance of the meeting. So now we're going to start in earnest, and I'll call on the president, to formally take over, the proceeding for the meeting. I mean, the next item is opening prayer. So, Mr. President Worldwide, over to you. Can you hear me? President Worldwide, are you there? Worldwide President, are you there? Worldwide President, are you there?
Thank you. Thank you, National Secretary.
It's breaking. It's breaking at my end. I don't know.
The meeting is hereby called to order. May I request Mrs. Bukola Otegbade to please lead us in the opening prayers.
Mm.
Good afternoon, everybody. We get all right, gracious prayer. In Jesus' mighty name, Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for today. We thank you for this gathering. We thank you for being alive. We thank you for all we have been doing. We thank you for all we are going to do now. We thank you for what you are going to continue to do. Accept our thanks in Jesus' name. Father, we commit this gathering to your care from the beginning, in the midst, until the end. Father, take all the control in Jesus' name. At the end of this meeting, we want to have every cause to glorify your mighty name. Do this for us, for we ask in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
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 Thank you very much, Mrs. Otegbade.
Islam. Okay.
May I invite the National Secretary, and I have to give you an apology on behalf of the National Secretary that is not physically present. He has been abroad, and every attempt to change his flight to be able to meet this program failed. So you will permit him to join the meeting from London. May I invite the National Secretary to read the notice of the 2024 Annual General Meeting. National Secretary, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. President. It's my pleasure as. Oh, sorry. I think there's some interference there.
Well done.
Now, it's as the national president just expressed. I sincerely regret not being able to join the meeting physically. It's likely due to circumstances beyond my control. Sorry, I'm trying to get this interference out, please.
Hello, Secretary, we cannot hear you. Just the notice of, we have already given you an apology.
I have to make this thing out. Okay. Because this, I hope this thing is not getting. What's the password? What's the password? This phone is not.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Eh?
Can I be heard? Can you hear me? Is everybody hearing me?
Please don't join the Zoom meeting. If you are in the office, Kali, please don't join the meeting, please, so we can have clear signals, clear reception. I think it's from his end. The signal is clear here. It's very clear.
Okay, so now I'll read the notice of the meeting. Notice is hereby given that in line with Article 5 of the Association's Constitution, the 2024 Annual General Meeting of the University of Lagos Alumni Association will be held as follows. Date, Sunday, December 14, 2025. Venue, Tayo Aderin-Oku Hall, University of Lagos, Akoka. The Zoom ID is stated. Time, 3 p.m. Agenda for the meeting. Accreditation, number 1. call to order thereafter, opening prayer, reading of the notice of 2024 annual general meeting, reading and adoption of the minutes of 2023 annual general meeting, 6 matters arising, 7 national president address, 8 reports from the secretariat, 9 annual reports on audited accounts for the year, 10 is auditor's report, 11 report from branches and chapters, 12 any other business, and 13 closing. Please note that the annual general meeting will be hybrid, physical and virtual. For confirmation of physical attendance, kindly forward your name, course, and year. Sorry, let me just go over that again. For confirmation of physical attendance, kindly forward your name, course, and year of graduation to 08023123667 or on or before Monday, December 8, 2025. Only financial members are eligible to participate. Please pay your annual dues, 5,000 to Unilag Alumni Association, GT Bank, account number 0019787148, or Zenith Bank account number 101-6308-304, or through the Alumni app on your Android phone, and in addition on your iPhone. It's not only Android phone now, so you are free to also join on your on your iPhone. So signed by Adebayo Shikoya, National Secretary, by order of the National Executive Committee, dated this 21st day of November 2025. So, Mr. President, I think that's
Thank you very much. Because of the problem with this online transmission, I'll crave your indulgence to invite the first national vice president to please help us to read the minutes of the meeting of the annual general meeting held on Sunday, December 15th, 2024. That is the minutes of the, that's the next item on the agenda. The minutes of the 2023 AGM. And you can see topic 14 and transmitted on the screen. We shared on the screen. But we will not bother to read the list. You can go through the list of attendance. There were 137 people, no, 110 people who are physically present. Another 7 people joined online. You can see the list of those who attended on the screen. Mr. National Vice President.
Unilag AGM.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I think before we proceed, we need to adopt the agenda for this meeting. May I invite any comments on the agenda, any amendments, any corrections, please? Agenda. Does anybody want to add anything? Does anybody want to remove anything? on the screen. I hope we don't have any hand. Okay. May I therefore?
Mr. President, sir.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. My name is Professor U.S. Okafo. I'm acting chairman, College of Medicine Alumni Association. I have I'm looking at the title of the call for the meeting. I'm seeing Sunday 15th of December, and I think today, don't know if on the title, the title itself. I don't know if you just scrolled it now. This is what I was looking at before. It wasn't this I was looking at. You just moved it now, so I don't know if my observation is correct. I was seeing Sunday,
yes, please.
December 15th.
Pardon?
I don't know if you can take it back to where it was before you scrolled it down now.
Okay, there is this confusion that everybody keeps pointing out. This is 2025, and we are saying that we are doing the 2024 annual general meeting. The annual general meeting of the association, by tradition, is held 1 year ahead. If you look back, you see that that's our tradition. So, this is 2024 annual general meeting held on the 14th of December 2025. But what we are reading, what we were going to read is the minutes of the meeting of the 2023 annual general meeting held in 2024, held last year. So that is the explanation for that. But and so the agenda, the 2024 annual general meeting agenda is correct as stated in the notice issued on the 21st day of November 2025, which was published in the Guardian newspaper, in accordance with the rules of the stipulation of the Constitution. So if there are no other comments, may I?
Okay. Thank you.
A motion
I want to adopt with a correction. Well accepted. I want to adopt the minute.
Thank you very much.
I mean, the agenda as proposed. Thank you.
Thank you. Second. Thank you. Thank you very much. May I therefore request the National Vice President, so that we don't get into these online glitches. The National Vice President is here. I would kindly request that he should help us to read the minutes of that meeting, of the last meeting.
Minutes of the University of Lagos Alumni Association annual general meeting held on Sunday, December 15, 2024 at Tayo Aderonko Hall, University of Lagos, Akoka, Lagos. President had already paid the number of attendance we had that day. Apologies that day. His Excellency Princess Adebisi Sarah Sosan, OFR, Senator Adeshaya Ogunleye, 3, Barrister Adebayo Owodu, Canada. Commencement. The meeting commenced with a call to order by the President worldwide upon the confirmation of quorum by the National Secretary at 2:35 p.m. The opening prayer was said by Dr. Kidoku. Adoption of the agenda. The National Secretary read out the agenda of the meeting as published in the Punch newspaper of November 20, 2024. In the absence of any amendments to the agenda, Dr. Akinloye moved the motion to adopt the agenda for the meeting. Motion was of 23. Take that again. The president profoundly thanked the Ogun State branch for hosting the 2022 AGM, tagged Olumo 2022. He briefed members on the numerous activities that happened from that time till date. He solemnly announced the passing of some members during the year and called for a minute silence in honor of the departed. He notified members at about 55th year anniversary of the association and that the celebration was recently commenced with an anniversary lecture delivered by Dr. Mutiu Sumonu, CON, first-class business leader and distinguished Akokite. The president expressed deep appreciation to the anniversary planning committee led by Chairman Mr. Lekon Ajisafe and acknowledged several key contributors, including outgoing National Secretary Chief Adebisi Ogundipe and outgoing National Treasurer Harris Sonia Alade. He also appreciated the university management for collaborative efforts towards the growth of the Alumni Association. He pledged continuous support to the university from the association. He also called for a special standing ovation for past presidents who were physically present at the meeting. Olurogun Dr. Sonny F. Kuku, OFR, FAS, and Ashwaju Dr. Michael Kolawale Cole, CON, MFR, for their compassion to the association. The president delivered a call to action, emphasizing unity, mutual support, and the need for exemplary leadership, notwithstanding current challenging economic period the country is passing through. He urged members to remain committed to service above self and to contribute positively to national progress. He commended all branches and chapters of the association, both local and diaspora, for their continued support and outstanding work. The president thanked the Constitution Review Committee members, the chairman, Mr. Olajide Olakomi, for their dedication in producing a stronger and more robust constitution for the association. In his closing remarks, the president appreciated members for their unwavering support. He encouraged members to uphold integrity, serve as role models, and support the incoming administration. He wished all contestants in the alumni election the very best. Reports from the Secretariat. The National Secretary welcomed all members, past presidents, branch and chapter representatives to the AGM, and expressed gratitude for their continued support and commitment to the association over the past 2 years, despite economic challenges, and reported as follows. Appointment of Pro-Chancellor, Chairman, Governing Council. Chief Wale Olanikbekun SAN was appointed Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Unilag Governing Council. Visitations. Courtesy visits were paid to some prominent alumni to strengthen relationships and membership participation. Inaugural lectures. The association celebrated Professors Khalid Adekoya, Lukman Adeoti, and Aderunke Lawal Are on their inaugural lectures. Re-inauguration of DLI chapter. The Distance Learning Institute's chapter was successfully inaugurated on July 27, 2024. Support to the university. He reported that as part of our responsibility to support the university, the third floor of the Alumni Zenith Bank building was allocated to the university's Office of Advancement. He reported that Dr. Taiwo Ikpaye, a former registrar of the university, was deployed as director, Office of Advancement, and that she had joined as member of the National Executive Council in fulfillment of association's constitution. Milestone birthdays. 1. The Olorogun Dr. Sonny Kuku, FAS, UFR, past president, Unilag Alumni Association, 80th birthday. 2. Mr. Adebowale Thompson, FNIM, past president, Unilag Alumni Association, 80th birthday. 3. Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Ko, CON, MFR, past president, Unilag Alumni Association, 75th birthday. 4. Professor Funsho Falade, former Dean of Engineering, 70th birthday and retirement. 5. Associate Professor Prince Isaac Akije, 70th birthday and retirement. 6. Professor Tunde Bakari, General Overseer, the Citadel Global Community Church, 70th birthday. Senator F. Young Bob, 65th birthday. Honorable Justice Teresa Obot, 65th birthday. Mr. Babalola Falobi, Chairman, Warri Circle, Unilag Alumni Association, 65th birthday. Mrs. Grace Ifeoluwa Fadahunsi, 65th birthday and retirement. Mr. Tokwe Smart, Chairman, Name Insurance PLC, 60th birthday. Senator Prince Lanre Tejuosho, past Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Unilag, 60th birthday. Professor Ebi Emin, Vice Chancellor Lasso, 60th birthday. Professor Mike Adebamowo, Executive Director, Unilag Business School, 60th birthday. Professor Laja Odutola, former ASU Chairman, Unilag, 60th birthday. Mr. Adeyinka Afini Jagede, former Chairman, UK Alumni Chapter, 60th birthday. Dr. Taiwo Ikpaye, Director, Office of Advancement, Unilag, 60th birthday. Mrs. Eniola Salu Akintude, Founder, Neola Cancer Care Foundation, 50th birthday. Lieutenant Colonel Olubukola Olusonya, 50th birthday. Felicitations. The Secretariat felicitated with the following great Akokais for making us proud. 1. The Olorogun Dr. Sonny Kuku, AFR, installed as the Benioja of Ijebuland. Engineer Ifeoluwa Oyedele, FNSC, FA, Engine, ENG, inducted as Fellow Academic of Engineering. Professor Toyin Ogundipe, FAS, inducted as Fellow Nigerian Society of Botanists and appointed Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, the Redeemer University. Ms. Bolaji Agbede, appointed Group CEO, Access Bank PLC. Professor F.E. Lesi, appointed Chairman, Board of Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. Professor Ademola Adeleke, appointed Registrar, CEO, JUPEB. Professor Khalid Adekoya, appointed Director, School of Foundation Studies, University of Lagos. Mr. Gbenga Alade, appointed MD, CEO, AMCON. Dr. Benjamin Oluwojibutu, elected Vice President, Nigerian Medical Association. Mr. Ademola Adebise, Chairman, Family Homes Funds Limited. Mr. Oluwa Rotimi Shodimu Esquire, appointed as member, Board of Trustees, McPherson University. Dr. D.K. Olukoya, recipient Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award by President Joe Biden. Alhaji Aliu Akoshile, the publisher, Nature News, first media outlet to pass the Journalism Trust Initiative. His Lordship, Honorable Justice Kudirat Kekere Ekun, GCON, appointed the Chief Justice of Nigeria. His Royal Majesty, Professor Epiphany Azinge, OON, SAN, installed as Asagba of Asagba Kingdom. Engineer Jennifer Adegije, appointed MDCU, Niger Delta PHCN. Professor Oladak Bashiru, OFR, recipient ISO 9001 2015 certification. Dr. Jumoke Oduwole, appointed Honorable Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment. Dr. Tunji Alausa, appointed Honorable Minister of Education. Obituary. The association mourned of Mr. Walter Igbasi, Prince Yemi Adefulu, Barrister Uche Nwoke, the SAN, and Professor A.A. Tuama, SAN, and condoled with Emeritus Professor Olaide Abbas on the death of his wife. Alumni 55th anniversary. The association successfully commenced its 55th anniversary with a lecture delivered by Mr. Mutiu Sumonu on nation building in a deregulated economy. The event was held at JF Auditorium, Unilag, and was well attended by alumni, university management, and friends of the alumni. Conclusion. Chief Ogunikpe commended the secretarial staff, especially Mrs. Yetunde Abaton and Otumba Sheon Badejo, for their dedication, and appreciated past secretaries and members of their continuous support. He thanked God and all members for their cooperation throughout his tenure. Professor Aderonke Lawal moved the motion for the adoption of the report, while Mrs. Abimbola Motosho seconded the motion. Annual report on audited accounts for the year ended. The National Treasurer, Mr. Harris Alade, presented the annual report together with the statement of financial position and statement of activities for the year ended 31st December 2023 as follows. Income, 57,503,195 naira. Less expenses, 52,279,790. Deficit, surplus for the year, 5,223,405 naira. Reactions. Members adjudged the report to be good financial position and employed the National Executive Committee to work on more areas of attracting revenue. Report of the external auditor. The external auditor, Mr. Kola Kalejaye, FCA, in his report confirmed that proper books of account was kept by the association as appeared from their examinations of those books. He also reported that the statement of financial position and statement of income and expenditure and other agreements with the books of accounts. The motion to adopt the annual accounts and auditors report as presented was moved by Professor UAC Okafor and was seconded by Professor Benga Akingwein. Reports from branches and chapters. FCT branch. The FCT branch presented its report highlighting the following key activities and achievements. Membership. The branch recorded significant growth in membership through active mobilization, follow-up, and alumni engagement initiatives. Annual dues remittance. Members consistently remitted annual dues, including during non-election years. Monthly meetings. Regular monthly general meetings were held with an average attendance of about 30 members. Education scholarship. 24 indigent senior secondary school students across the 6 area councils of the FCT benefited from the branch's educational scholarship scheme. Welfare. The branch undertook welfare outreaches to support some challenged members of society. The University of Lagos Alumni Multipurpose Cooperative Society Limited, Abuja, was successfully established and incorporated. Courtesy visits. The branch paid courtesy visits to notable Akokais in public offices, including the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, GCON, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetoku, PhD, NPM, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Honorable Justice John Tamba Soho, OFR, the Head of Service of the Federation, Mrs. Didi Esther Wilson Jack, MNI, College of Medicine branch. College of Medicine Alumni Association branch presented its annual report as follows. Branch status. The CMUL branch, comprising medical and healthcare professionals from the college, had its full branch status reaffirmed at the Unilag Alumni Association's emergency general meeting held in May 2024. Projects and donations. Alumni continue to support the college through various projects, including structural renovation of toilets and bathrooms, painting of student hostels and the administrative block, donations of staff buses, dental chairs, microscopes, air conditioners, and alternative power supply, renovation of the Tafawa Balewa Lecture Theatre, and other infrastructural improvements. Alumni achievements. Dr. Tunji Alausa transited from Minister of State for Health from the substantive Minister of Education, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Dr. Isiaq Adekunle Salako was appointed Minister of State for Health. Dr. Mrs. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, wife of the Lagos State Governor, is a distinguished alumna of the college. Appointment of Provost. It was gladly reported that a distinguished Agokai, Professor Ademola Oremusu, recently emerged as Provost-elect of the college to assume office in January 2025. The CMUL alumni branch expressed appreciation to Engineer Ifeola Oyedele and his executive team, as well as Olurogun Dr. Sonny Koku, past alumni president worldwide, for their continued support. Lagos State branch. The branch reported several impactful activities and achievements during the year as follows. 1. The annual general meeting was held at the NECA Conference Center with strong participation from members and industry leaders. The branch actively participated in the FASU Games hosted by University of Lagos through donations and support. A 3-month upskilling training program was organized and sponsored by Senator Ganiu Olariwaji Solomon. The annual Professor Babatunde Shofoluwe lecture was successfully held. Funds were sourced for the annual musicality event, which was postponed due to hostel renovations and online lectures. An online system for payment of annual dues was successfully introduced. The branch's visit to the executive director of LSDPC resulted in 6 employment slots being offered to members. Warri Circle. The Warri Circle reported that on January 26, 2024, foundation laying and fundraising ceremony for the ultramodern multipurpose alumni center building in Warri, Delta State. The event was raised by a 9-member NEC delegation led by the national president, Engineer Ifeolu Oyedele, as well as traditional rulers, captains of industry, and other dignitaries. The circle recorded significant growth in membership and more visibility at the national level. Appreciation was expressed to the national president and NEC for their recognition and continued support to the circle. Akwa Ibom branch. The branch reported huge record of remarkable growth and activities under its current leadership, leading to increase in its membership participation. It was reported that regular bi-monthly general meetings and lectures, including the Food for Thought segment, were held to discuss key developmental and public policy issues. The branch also maintained its tradition of social visits to elderly and sick members. They offered them financial and moral support. Significant progress was made on the construction of the new branch secretariat complex, the Alumni Research and Development Center, which is already near completion. The president thanked all branches for their support. He also unveiled the plan to move annual general meetings around the various branches to prove their mettle, so they can be considered for the hosting of the yearly meeting. Any other business? Any other business? In view of her recent experience and for credibility's sake, Mrs. Eniola Salu urged the national body to always supervise the election of the Lagos State branch as well as other states branches in accordance to the constitution of the association. The suggestion was unanimously adopted. Dissolution of the National Executive Council. The president worldwide announced the dissolution of the National Executive Council and invited the search committee and electoral committee to superintend over the election process. He appreciated members of the committee and the chairman or chairmen for their commitment and passion to serve in these capacities. Mrs. Abimbola Omotosho, chairman, North American chapter, moved the motion to support the dissolution of the National Executive Council and was seconded by Mr. Taiwo Ajasa. Elections. Search Committee report. The Chairman, Electoral Committee, Ashwaju Michael Olawale CON, MFR, read the report of the Search Committee, which recommended Engineer Feoluwa Oyedele, FNSE, FAENG, as President worldwide, renewing his mandate to serve for another term of 2 years. Dr. Bala Yusufu was also recommended to serve as first National Vice President for another term of 2 years. Mr. Adebayo Oshikoya was searched as the National Secretary to serve for a term of 2 years. He expressed sincere appreciation to the Chairman of the Search Committee, Dr. John Momo, OON, for a job well done. Elected officers. The Electoral Committee Chairman also announced that there won't be any election as all the positions had only one contestant. In view of this, he noted that the association was able to save a sum of 3 million naira expected to have been paid to the e-voting vendor. He added that all the contestants were screened and interviewed by the committee in line with the provisions of the association's constitution. Members ratified the election of the following as indicated below. Second National Vice President, Mr. Aleko Ajishafe. Assistant National Secretary, Honorable Olumide Akinola. National Publicity Secretary, Mrs. Fumi Falobi. National Social Secretary, Mr. Francis Shonobi. National Treasurer, Mr. Bayomi Uweye. National Financial Secretary, Mrs. Yetunde Mario Moshitu. National Internal Auditor, Mr. Olatunde Ayadi, FCA. National Legal Advisor, Professor Benga Akingbein. National Ex-Official Member, Mr. Tokwe Smart. National Ex-Official Member, Dr. Abdul Badamosi. National Ex-Official Member, Honorable Bala Abdul. National Ex-Official Member, Mr. Lekon Fatodu. It was also announced that in line with Article 8 of the Association's Constitution, the President worldwide shall appoint additional 2 ex-official members at the appropriate time. Oath of office. The oath of office was administered on the newly elected council members by Barrister Shegun Dada, and they were all presented with the certificate of return duly signed by the chairman of the Electoral Committee. Acceptance speech. The President worldwide, Engineer Feoluwa Oyedele, FNSE, FAENG, on behalf of the newly elected officers, thanked members for giving them the mandate to continue to manage the affairs of the association. He pledged that the team will continue to keep the flag flying and make the association proud. Closing. At 6:30 p.m., Mr. Ogundeji Ademola moved a motion for the closing and adjournment of the annual general meeting and was seconded by Mrs. Regina Chris Obodo. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any correction? Any? Please, I need
My mommy said the reason she wants to leave the hospital because the stress of coming to give her food in the hospital and see her is very hard and difficult, and she has, yeah, we have all tried that. Thank you. Which kind of thing is this? My mom, my dad and my sister.
cannot hear you.
Understand. They are not complaining.
Pardon? Hello. Are you speaking to the meeting? Okay. Any comment? Any comments? Okay. Mr. Bala Abdul. Somebody could give him the microphone.
Mr. President, my name is Bala. Page 16, please. Then the milestone professor that was to Ponja, not Dr.
Thank you. Please go to page 16. Attendance. The milestone back. It should be Professor Lanja. Oh, yeah. Any other comments? Can you please check online? Any comments on the minutes of meeting of 2023? Yes, comments. Page 17. Presentation. Your name is?
This one, yes, sir. So,
Appointed active CEO of Access Bank PLC. Spelling of appointed is double. Thank you. Any other? Sorry? Yes, please.
So,
Yes.
the chief, let's chief.
Okay, that's not part of the minutes, but we'll take note of that. Thank you very much. I knew, yes. Please take note of that. We cannot afford to be making mistakes on the names of our past presidents. I also noted that when you see the board of trustees, it should be the Olorogun Dr. Sonny. It's not Sonny. Sonny is SONNY. But we look at under that past president, it's properly written. Thank you very much. If there are no other comments, may I please request that somebody, yes, sir.
Just one more, sir. Page 18, just a small typo.
Yes.
Under reactions, before 9.0, I think the first letter there, members are judged. Members. Then towards the end, areas of attracting, not attacking. That's page 18. The paragraph before 9.0. A small typo there.
Members are judged the report. Good financial position. But the action.
Areas of attracting revenue. Stated as
okay. Yes. Attracting revenue.
Thank you, sir.
Any other comments? May I please request for somebody, please move a motion for the adoption of the minutes of as amended. Dr. Barido.
Thank you, sir. In absence of any other correction, I hereby move that this minute be adopted as document of association.
Thank you very much.
I do support Mr. President, sir. Michael Olawale Cole.
Actually, Dr. Michael Olawale.
Cole, sir. Thank you, sir.
Let's move to the next item of the agenda, which is National President.
Thank you very much. Before I proceed, let me report the apologies from some of our eminent members. And this is very, very important to me. These are men of no means stand in this country. But they do not take it for granted. Even with events, they take it upon themselves to attend, but not only attend, when they attend, they send in their apologies personally. Secretariat, they also contact the president. The Olorun Dr. Sonny, the Ogbeni of Jabulan, you know, the acting Abujale of Jabulan. And apart from the fact that they had sent his apology to the secretariat, called me personally to apologize for his inability to attend this. But all of us, you know, the Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Cole is that UN MFR, past president as well. Out of town, but is it online? Out of town, he sent a message to me. Senator Adesanya Ogunlewe sent an apology to me, called me and sent an apology. Senator Dipo Odijiri, MFR. In fact, his wife and the final funeral ceremonies will commence tomorrow. And when the lady was ill, just before the annual award ceremony, he also sent a very, very moving text message to me. I'm saying this because, look, those of us who are younger than these people, we must learn from them. They are men of no means standing in the society. They do not, I mean, look, all of them must have graduated maybe 10 years before I entered the University of Lagos. Yet, they don't look at my status or anything. And last Sunday, I think, Sunday before the last, when we were supposed to pay a courtesy call on Senator Odujiri, Ogbeni Oja was in Jebodi. He got the message just the day before. There was a second person behind Mr. Olaini Abbas to be at the event. There's a lot that we need to learn from these people, from their humility, from their sense of responsibility, and from their commitment to the association. And they are not doing it only for this association. Even their residents association, they are mosque, they are there. You know, these are men who are over 80. Men, I mean, look at this hall. If we were sharing palliatives today, this place will be full. And I can say without any fear of contradiction that all of these faces I've seen here, they are the faces I see all of the time at our events, at our meetings, every time. These are the same set of people. There's something that we must learn this country. Thank you very much. Great Akokites.
Great.
Great Akokites.
Great.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the National Executive Council of our great association, I heartily welcome you to the 2024 Annual General Meeting, a pivotal moment and cherished tradition in our calendar. I've looked forward to this gathering with enthusiasm, a moment to report, reflect, and give account of our stewardship since you kindly renewed our mandate in this very hall exactly a year ago. The theme of this year's AGM, Pressing On, perfectly captures our collective spirit. We have remained steadfast and unrelenting, ensuring our association stands tall among the committee of alumni bodies. We can therefore proudly declare without fear of contradiction that the University of Lagos Alumni Association is today the numero uno of all alumni associations in Nigeria. The task of keeping our alumni matter, our alma mater, ever strong and vibrant, burns like fire in our bones. It is a mission we will never be tired of. As President Obama once said, the future rewards those who press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. I quoted President Barack Obama. He spoke those words during a time of slow economic growth. Today, in spite of the many challenges facing our country, we have continued to forge ahead and press on. We will never give up. We will continue to grow in leaps and bounds until the University of Lagos Alumni Association reaches the stratosphere. Over the years, our activities have revolved around three core pillars: institution of prizes for best graduating students, post-degree and PhD, branch development in Nigeria and the diaspora, financial support to the university whenever the need arises. The Alumni Association runs other vital programs such as the Alumni Reunion, the Distinguished Alumni Award Ceremony, the Edutainment Fiesta during convocation ceremonies, and regular empowerment seminars for students to encourage interaction and promote national discourse. Distinguished and great Akokites, permit me to itemize a few of the significant activities undertaken since we last converged in this iconic building. I'm excited to report two memorable events to mark our 55th milestone: the 55th anniversary lecture and the 55th annual dinner and recognition awards. The lecture, titled Nation Building in a Deregulated Economy, the clarion call for citizens, was delivered in December 2024 by our own Dr. Mutiu Sumonu, CON, an alumnus, a foremost boardroom genius and business leader, and former managing director, Shell Nigeria PLC. 10 months later, we held the 55th anniversary dinner and recognition awards, where select individuals were decorated with various awards after a rigorous screening process. The award recipients are as follows: Alumni Lifetime Award, Public Sector, Honorable Kudirat Olatokunbo Victoria, GCON, Chief Justice of Nigeria. Alumni Lifetime Achievement Award, Private Sector, Olurogun Dr. Sonny Foronsho Kuku, OFR, FAS, Chief Wole Olanipekun, SAN, CFR, Dr. John Momo, OON, NPOM. Alumni Lifetime Platinum Award, Chief Kasinti Adekola Adeputu, GCON, KJW. Chief Tunde Panimuk and Distinguished Senator Michael Okoyemi Bamidele, CON. Distinguished Alumni Awards, Mrs. Didi Esther Wilson Jack, OAN, Head of Service of the Federation, Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, PhD, NPM, the Inspector General of Police, and others. The widely reported event has been the talk of town and will continue to receive kudos from Nigerians across all walks of life. I must ask you to join me in saying a big thank you to members of the 55th Anniversary Planning Committee, led by the irrepressible Mr. Lekon Ajisafe, our second National Vice President, with support from the Secretariat that is marshaled by the Acting Executive Secretary, Otumba Sheung Badijo. Their hard work and commitment from the planning stage to the D-Day were exemplary. This effort is evident in the huge financial outcome. It is with great joy that I report that over 4 billion was realized from pledges and donations at the event. 3 billion was pledged directly to the university, and over 1 billion was raised for the association. The association is witnessing a gradual upsurge in membership thanks to the bottom-up approach we adopted, encouraging the formation of class sets, departmental and faculty chapters, and branches. We strongly encourage more sets and chapters to be inaugurated to form a stronger, bigger alumni association. This will help establish our influence, increase visibility and impact, and boost our fundraising capacity. Unfortunately, more work needs to be done. We must contend with weaknesses that come with a large organization, and we must avoid working in silos. Many a time, I see that many branches and clients are eager to showcase what they are doing, and so everybody is working in silos, and there's no structured plan, to collate the things that we are doing for necessary impact. So what we do is this class sex comes up and says they want to paint their department, they want to put AC in or renovate something, and this does not help to publicize the enormous work that we as the University of Lagos Alumni Association is doing. We must work together as one body, and this is what will make us to be effective. Let me draw the attention of this great assembly to Article 9, Section 1 of our Constitution, which mandates every shall remit the annual subscription by its members to the association's account 14 days before the annual general meeting, but not later than 60 days after the beginning of a new financial year. I regret to note that many of our branches are falling short of this vision. As reflected in our financial reports over the years, I must, however, single out the FCT branch, the North American branch, the Faculty of Engineering and Alumni, for their focus and sense of responsibility in fulfilling this obligation. And I think they call it even branch as well. They this obligation. All the 14 branches are strongly encouraged to get in touch with the National Secretariat to discuss modalities for payment of their outstanding dues. One common complaint we used to receive was the inability of members to participate actively in the association's activities. To make our association more impactful and to harness the power of technology, the National Executive Council recently approved and deployed an innovative idea, a customized alumni engagement web and mobile application. Designed by the reputable Messrs. Educational Advancement Services Limited, EAS, managed by Mr. Tunde GME, this unique app is, to the best of my knowledge, the first of its kind in any university alumni association globally. With this launch, members can now download the app, register, access the alumni directory, events, news, and job board, You can perform e-voting from any part of the world when that time comes. You can pay your annual dues through the platform. You can monitor the association's account and obtain real-time information. This enhances transparency and encourages trust in the leadership of the association. It makes it easy for all class sets, for all chapters and branches to fully participate in the decision-making processes. One of the things I found out is that many of us have forgotten our matriculation number, and that is and it's compulsory for you to put your matriculation number there. I mean, it's like you going to a bank, you say you want to open an account. You don't have an NIN number, you cannot open an account. So it is important, it is compulsory that you have, I mean, you remember your matriculation number, be able to enter into that platform. But the Vice Chancellor has kindly said that if you have difficulty remembering your matriculation number, please get in touch with the Secretariat and we will help you to trace your matriculation number. If you are here and you have not registered and you remember your matriculation number, please bring out your phones, log in to your app stores or Play Stores for Android and your App Store for iPhone. Search for Unilag Alumni, just Unilag-Alumni. Download the app, sign up, and you will be a registered alumni member of the University of Lagos. It's as simple as that. Just bring out your phone and register. If you have not registered and you remember your matriculation number, bring out your phone, open it, go to App Store, go to Play Store, and you will find and just type in for search Unilag-Alumni, and then download it. See our logo there, and then you see sign up. You can see your names there. You can pay. Many people have been using that app to pay. Our future plans. The story of Prophet Ezekiel being shown a model of the future temple is a powerful lesson. Creating a plan is an important ingredient for preparing for the future. In consonance with this, our administration is working on the following as part of our collaborative efforts to contribute to the continued progress of our great alma mater. We will continue to intervene to improve the learning environment, making the experience of both staff and students pleasurable. We are lucky that the university management maintains a cooperative, seamless, and symbiotic relationship with the alumni body. For these, we are eternally grateful. I especially commend the exceptional leadership qualities of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Olashade Ogunshola, OON, FAS, and our management team for making this possible. As a testimony to this smooth relationship, I'm pleased to disclose that the Alumni Association has secured a suitable land within the campus to erect a 1,800 student hostel. The land has been cleared, and we hope to finalize arrangements to commence construction works very soon. This milestone project will go a long way to ease student accommodation problems and make the Unilag Alumni Association second to none. To underscore the university's mission of instilling learning and character, your association will, beginning from next convocation, institute prizes to reward those who distinguish themselves in character. These prizes will be in 3 categories: rewarding academic staff, non-academic staff, and graduating students who excel in demonstrating good character every year. Furthermore, I recently constituted an endowment committee made up of eminent scholars to develop modalities to institute professorial chairs for the advancement of scholarship and to support research and learning in the university. Other projects we will embark on in the coming year are the supply and installation of 2 lifts in the administrative building of the College of Medicine, University of Lagos, refurbishment and upgrading of the alumni secretariat to international standard, including equipping the office with alternative renewable power supply, restoration of water supply to some of the faculties, supply and installation of medical equipment and other facilities in the University Medical Center. Great acolytes. It will be 2 bodies. Will it be too burdensome to request for every alumnus of this great university to donate a minimum of 5,000 naira every month to support this laudable group? I mean, this is not unusual. In all the other universities abroad. And one of the examples I give all of the time is Harvard University. When Nigerians go for 3-month courses in Harvard, when you go to their office, you will see they will hang the certificate in their office. They will forget that the degree certificate in the University of Lagos is more valuable than that. But the reason Harvard University is as good as it is because they have a lot of money. Harvard University, for instance, has, as at the last time we came to this annual general meeting, they had an endowment fund of $53.1 billion as endowment fund. By this year, and you can Google it, that endowment fund had increased to $57.4 billion. Please Google it. So you can imagine if Unilag has $1 billion in its endowment fund, you can imagine what you can do. I mean, just imagine that we have $200 million to change to Naira, and how many things we can do within this university. So, and do you know that most of this money is raised through the alumni of those universities? When you graduate from the university, from any university abroad, before you tell them that you already have a job, the first letter you receive is to ask you to start donating $100. A minimum of $100. So I don't think it's too big to ask every alumnus to donate a minimum of 5,000 every month. You can see that we have how many people have paid up this year we published it on all the platforms. Less than 400 of 5,000 per annum. Annual dues, 5,000. You know, it's very funny. Somebody paid 20,000 naira and said it's for 4 years. 4 years. Without even thinking that next year we may increase the dues to 10,000. And honestly, you must have the confidence that your money is being spent responsibly. All of these people that you see here, wherever they come from, none of them has received 1 naira as stipend. No, we don't take sitting allowance at all. I come from Abuja, sometimes 2-3 times in a week. I have never dipped my hands in the purse of the Alumni Association to say, please buy a ticket for me or pick me up at the airport. And I'm not saying this to boast. It is not because I have excess. It is because of commitment. We have the official boss. I've never asked them, please go and help me pick my daughter from school, or my wife is going to or I transport something from point A to point B. Never. You know, so please, I beg of you, let us, and there is nothing else. Look, University of Texas, 93% of their annual income is from the alumni. Only the state of Texas that owns that university only contributes 7%. This was told by
Falola, Professor Falola, in this university. And I know, and what is painful is that only this set of people and those on the Zoom link are the people that we see all of the time. They are the few people. They are the few people who follow us. They are the people. And this year, when we ask people to pay for dinner, for annual dinner, they were complaining about the place is 30,000. That meal cost us 52,000. The meal that we took in Go Hotel cost us 52,000. There is no organization in Nigeria that organizes without its member paying for annual dinner. That they have done, they have made a lot. I started from my secondary school. Our annual dues is for my class set. We have class sets, we have branches, and we have houses. In my house, the annual dues is 100,000. My branch dues is 100,000. My class set dues is 100,000. And I pay all of it. And yet, annual dinner is 50,000 for one member and 75,000 for a couple. So it's not peculiar to us. Go to all secondary schools, all universities, Lions Club, Rotary Club, Ikoyi Club, IBB Golf Club. I mean, you pay in IBB Golf Club, you pay 250,000 annual dues, yet you pay for dinner. And it's a minimum, and you contribute. So there's nothing, from next year, by God's grace, that dinner we will not make a loss from it. We won't make a loss from it. Permit me to share a quote. No dream is too big. There's no challenge that is too great. Nothing we want for the future is beyond our reach. Our dreams and goals for this association are enormous, audacious, and daunting. However, I believe that with our continued support, the big future we all want for our great association and the alma mater is achievable. I cannot end this speech without extending my heartfelt gratitude to members of the National Executive Council for their dedication and hard work. I'm grateful for the encouragement I continue to receive from many of you and from various branches, both here and in the diaspora. Members of the Board of Trustees remain the backbone of our association and my constant inspiration. Their dedication and unflinching support are part of the reasons why your association is primus inter pares among the Committee of Alumni Association. As the Yoruba proverb goes, it is people that are behind giving support to the spirit that enables its voice to sound so loud. I'm grateful that they have pledged and they have given me their shoulders to stand. We should give them a very, very loud ovation. I mean, these men, Olorogun Dr. Sonny Kuku, the Ogbeni Oja of the Jebuland, distinguished Senator Dipo Odujiri, Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawalepo, Emeritus Professor Olaide Abbas, and Mrs. Thelma Iremere. They are all there for us. They are always attending all our events. They are always, if you ask for donations today, they will be the first to contribute. I want to thank them very much. I thank you, SARS and BAS, wherever you may be, for giving me your shoulders to stand on. Your innumerable contributions to the greatness and success of the University of Lagos Alumni Association are etched in gold. Finally, I want to thank all of you who continue to physically attend our meetings and events, and those who do so virtually. Thank you for spending your time and resources all of the time.
I welcome your suggestions and ideas towards moving the association forward. Don't forget, the future is ours to win. But to get there, we can't just stand still. We must press on. Long live the University of Lagos Alumni Association. Long live our alma mater, the University of Lagos. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you all, and God bless you. Thank you. Thank you very much. May I invite comments on that?
Yeah. Mr. President, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes. Yes, sir. This is Michael Olawale, sir.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Mr. President, members of the executive, and fellow members of the AGM, I want to commend the president and his executive for an outstanding year of service to the alumni. I happen to have been present at one of the events. I couldn't make the other one, the lecture. I think I was in Canada for the award ceremony. I was there with my wife, and I would say it was a very, very outstanding ceremony. Not talking about the figures that you reported, that itself is exceptional, looking at past records. But the event itself was very well organized, very well attended, and the arrangements there for that day itself was quite iconic. So I want to commend you, Mr. President, and your members of the executive for a job very, very well done. I hope and pray you go with the same vigor for your second year. I'm sure that we can only be better at the alumni for your activities and performance in your years as our president. We are very, very proud of you. I discussed the event at the hotel, the award, with some of the past presidents that I met outside, including the award, including the Obenioja, Dr. Sonny Kuku. And we all acknowledged it to be quite a good and very well planned and a very rewarding event for the alumni. I can't see any other alumni as in Nigeria that will mark that record. That can also even get close in terms of the quality of people who are honored and their arrangements on that day. Let me also commend you on the closing note for the rewards of the program. You mentioned 4 billion, thereabout, and that itself is very iconic. I don't think we've been that lucky in the past. Despite the state of things around us, we are still able to get that out for us. Mr. President, I wish you very, very well. The search people have done a good job for searching you as our president. And I do hope and pray that going ahead, continue to get outstanding leaders that will take our association to higher levels. Thank you very much, Mr. President, and your ESCO members for a job outstandingly done. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I'm blushing. Any other comments? Professor Adeoti? Professor Adeoti, you still owe me a report, you know, on a personal level. Yes? Yeah. Eh? So I've been waiting endlessly.
Mr. President, sir.
Yes, please.
And other members of the ESCO. Greatest advocate. Greatest advocate.
Great.
Well, listening attentively to your speaking. I mean, you have never wanted us. But however, number one, I like the way planning to Harvard. I like the way you've been referring to Harvard. The way they've been generating money for the advancement of that institution. I'm talking about the alumni. But I want to pose this question before us. Are we doing what Harvard is doing? Because I can say it without any fear of contradistinction that we have so many acolytes that have been going out of the university virtually every year. And with our contact in the country, by special grace of God, how many of them are we able to use our influence to get employment for them? Because we are talking about Harvard, that I know very well, you know, they have right from the university before they leave. Most of them, you see them, companies from another, captains of the industry coming to them to come and employ them because of the integrity and the pedigree of Harvard. So please, sir, you know, last time I equally said it, please, let us get have probably a committee or a section in our program that's probably you'll be coming to the university, people will be coming from the university, from the industry, alumni to come and educate. And likewise, if they want to do employment, how can they start considering people that graduated from university as their choice? Because if I can contribute, you can contribute, sir. How many people can contribute? If you know what is going on in the country today, sir, I hope that I know you won't be affected. If you know the way people are suffering, even in the university, yeah. I have some of my colleagues, I can say it, sir. Some of them, we have women's society in this place. Even international school, they've withdrawn their students, their children from those two schools because they cannot pay school fees. If a professor or associate professor cannot send his because of the school fees now, and how much is that school fees? Probably, I don't remember, maybe 300,000 or something. Most of them cannot because they don't have enough money. Because I have to tell you, if people are not, at least I know my colleague very well. I can say that. So part of that, you know, we have to, and I've said something about the employment opportunity. Sir, we need a lot of intervention in this university. I said it in a place that if you come to, let me say this, come to my department, that is Department of Geosciences. You see a building going up now. I can say it here, just one of our students, one of our part-time students facilitated that building for us. So the university came in later, took contact, and I can equally say that student got nothing less than 500 million for us that time to get equipment. That is why Geosciences department, in now our department, because one association, Society of Exploration Geophysicists, because of those things, we came first all over the world. I'm telling you, it can be quoted. We came first all over. The president of that association all over the world came. He said, Prof, in the next 5 or 10 years, you'll be shocked where those guys will be. Because of one guy, that he did it. I even left. So if we can start looking for those people, because 5,000, 10,000 cannot go far. I know I will contribute, and I will contribute more than that. But you have to start identifying, because that's what they call donor fatigue. All of us, maybe Lagos State, national, they've been patronizing the same set of people. Are we now saying that we are not innovative? Try to identify younger people now that are very rich, that are ready to support the system. I hope that, Mr. President, I know, well, you might not have the opportunity to know all these people, but we have the secretariat. They have to start looking for those people. And equally, we have to. Because if we look at the, something here, I have 2 points. Membership. This is unlike University of Lagos. I don't know what is happening. When I came here, very few people, even in Lagos, there are many in Lagos, even Unilag, if people that are residents here are here today, more than this. I don't know what is happening. That is number one, about membership. But fundraising matters a lot. Because when we went for ECO, I saw a lot of maybe millionaire, multimillionaire, and started asking myself, if people are here, how are we able to use that opportunity? Because I thought that day alone, from the pledges, we are going to raise nothing less than 20 billion with the array of people. But at the end of the day, I don't know what is happening. Are we not asking them that we need money? Because if you are going to people, if I'm hungry now, and I'm telling the whole world that,
okay,
sir, let me
Prof, please round up.
Let me complete this.
Yes.
No, sir, I have to tell you our observation.
Yes, that's why I said you should round up.
Speaking the
you, just you have mentioned 2 things:
sir,
membership and fundraising.
I
yes.
want to mention something about the. I was talking about the fundraising.
We didn't do a fundraising.
Sir?
We did not do a fundraising.
I'm not talking. We use the opportunity to raise funds.
Okay.
We don't have a special something to say that fundraising, but when we have array of people, that is what I wanted to say. When we have program, we don't need to be telling them this is the program that we are thinking about. Maybe the program will worth like 50 billion or something. And from that, how can we assist? Because of that, the uniqueness of that program can say, well, how can we assist? People can assist us to sponsor that part of the program. That is what I have been trying to say. So, and that will assist us a lot. Because university here, we need a lot of intervention. Financial intervention for indigenous students now. We have so many of our students. How many federal government from network? What can they do from network? And when we have this money, we can channel part of this money. And by the time those students that we sponsor, by the time they leave the university, there is no way that it will be in their memory that
please,
they will come
please,
to university.
Prof, please let us round up. I mean, that will still be. We haven't even.
But this is a second comment. It's not yet,
yes, we haven't done the main thing, which is the account.
From your, I reacted based on your something. Please,
yes.
If you have the opportunity next time, this is where I'm going. Please, let us try to introduce something that will assist us, because you might not have that kind of people again. It's not easy to assemble them. So that is why I said I wanted to say that, so that you can use part of that avenue to raise some touch amount of money for some of our projects. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You know, when I listen to people like this is annual general meeting. I don't know what else, how else we need to advertise annual general meeting. On the platforms, in newspaper, every day. Look at the number of people here. Is it the secretariat? I mean, I don't know how many text messages we send. Is it the president who will be going around in offices in University of Lagos to invite people to come for an annual general meeting? Look, the truth of the matter is this, and I must tell you, the truth of the matter is this. The spirit of service is lacking in our nation. That's why we're appealing to class sets to come together, because they know themselves. What is 5,000? How many people have paid 5,000? 5,000. I mean, look, if you want to contribute to an association, the entrance point is to say, let me
fulfill my obligation. I have said it before. I didn't become a landlord the day I came to Lagos. And I can give you the addresses of the places I have lived in Lagos. You can go and ask. When I go to a street, when I rent a house on a street, the next Saturday I go and find out where is the office of the Residents Association here? How much am I supposed to pay? And I start to pay it. Nigeria is a nation where you have to beg everybody to pay, even the ones that they are supposed to pay. Their school fees. I know parents who are very rich and who don't pay the school fees of their children regularly. I am telling you, those who are educators here will tell you that. Look, if we don't do, and you say it's not 5,000. I didn't just want to waste your time. I didn't ask anybody that the 5,000 is the one that will make the Alumni Association to be rich. Chief Tunde Fanimoku is not an alumnus of the University of Lagos. In all, he's spending over 30 billion in this university. Somebody whispered in his ears. And there are many styles to slay. How do they do that proper? To slay a cat. You have never raised 100 million, even plus using the dinner to appeal to raise funds. You have never. We raised over 1 billion. 1 billion. We have raised over 1 billion. It's not pledge. You don't know. You didn't listen to my speech. You only yes, we have raised over 1 billion in this speech. $1 billion, not 1 million. Yes, 1 billion. Yes, so let me tell you something. Those who have the spirit to give will give. Whether you announce it, whether you put it on the board or you don't put it on the board. That's the point I'm trying to make. Please, we are trying to bring everybody together. There are stages. The first is for us to participate. The second is for people, and I said it all of the time. You can speak to, if you know Dangote, and you go and speak to Dangote, and he gives us 1 billion. If you know the wife of the president, who donated 1 billion to University of Ife, if you know the doctor who gave University of Ibadan $1 million, that's the way it should be. But if your association is not well run, and people don't see that you are responsible and you are doing things, the reason I went with a team to Baba. When he asked us, how much are we supposed to donate? What did I say? What did I say?
No, tell them what you said.
You know, and the man said he has never seen this kind of thing before. And he said, because of that, I'm going to give you 1 billion. It is a continuous process. We are still working with all of those people to say, look, these are the list of the things we want to do. Please help us with anything, in cash or in cash. If for instance, we want to buy a lift and somebody says, I will buy the lift, I don't want to give my money to anybody. Why do we have to take his money to go and buy a lift? Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, this is a collective thing. It's not for secretariat or for anything. We keep appealing to them, but this year has been in the last 2 years has been a particularly very difficult year in Nigeria. Let me tell you something, and I don't want to mention name. One of the state governments is owing us 50 million. I don't know how many times I have met with him. Even when we were in Idiaraba, publicly, he said to me, oh, I'm supposed to give you 50 million, Abi. Please remind me. There and then, I sent a text to him. I showed you today the text I sent to him again, a reminder I sent to him on Monday. And they give all kinds of excuses. Oh, everybody is coming to me. Lagos branch is coming. Faculty of engineering is coming. Faculty of this. The university itself is coming. What can you do? Can I go and put a gun on his head to say, give me the 50 million? They've been owing us for 3 years. We are discussing today that if we don't get that money this year, we'll write it off by next year.
we say we can't get it. So we are trying. I was jogging one evening. My phone rang and it was the governor. He said, hey, what? I said, this. Please, just remind me on Monday. I sent a text to him that day. I sent a text to him on Monday. He has not given us. I mean, when he was at a particular event that he was supposed to donate money, I donated a quarter of that money there and then just to encourage him, so that he will remember me in Unilag. I didn't go there to ask for my money. It's not easy. I tell you, it's not easy. Membership is the job of every one of us. Class set, if all of us here can bring their class set, there's no class set that is not up to 30. No class set. And I know how many class sets I've encouraged. Faculty of Law, I attend all their events. Or every class set, I attend all their events just to encourage them. It's not because I have excess time on my hand. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You wanted to talk, sir.
Mr. President, my name is Honorable Justice Iniaba Sudobon, 1987, Faculty of Law here. I've heard you. I've listened to your speech. I think there's no point of overburdening yourself. Giving is in the spirit. It's not, you don't buy it. That's why in some churches, if a member dies, they put a notebook. You must pay all the backlog before you are buried. Yes, in a church. So what should we do? 5,000 naira. There's no person that has a phone that has not spent more than 3,000 naira in a year. None. So it is, and I don't know, it's a very bad habit. Because outside this country, people came and bring Christianity. People donate money. That's why you see Nigerian jumping, oh, UNDP. It's people that give this money. So what we are going to do, I think, I dare to suggest that we should go out. That's what we are doing in Akwa Ibom. We go straight to these people, mobilize and speak to them. Go to University of Uyo, go to all the 4 universities in Akwa Ibom. Please, it's not right. We now go ahead to give scholarship to children in secondary schools just to make them come out. They do. So it's a very sad situation, but there's nothing you can do about it. All we need to do is, might be a jingle in prime time in a television. You come out for 2 minutes or 1 minute, maybe twice a month or thrice a month. Appeal to our conscience. Let us come together and build our alma mater. That's all, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. I think there's somebody online. Mr. Idris Oladokun.
Yes, I'm here, Mr. President. Thank you, sir. Great appetite. Standing on the existing protocol, I want to quickly react to one aspect of the WWP's speech that has to do with collaboration with the branches. I have noticed some form of disconnect between the national and the branches. Most times, the branches, just like the WWP mentioned, they work in silos. And the national too, most times we just get to see an item or a graphic design of a program of the national. For instance, again now, the very laudable project of the app, it appears that nobody, maybe, I don't know, but for my own branch, Nobody is marketing that app except the president himself. And this is because there's some form of disconnect between the national and the branches. To me, I would even suggest that the worldwide president, the general secretary, as well as the PRO must be in the WhatsApp platforms of all branches and the rest, so that the PRO can be giving information and what have you, and these members too, these members of the ESCO school will be aware of whatever is happening at the level of those branches. This is my own comment. Thank you.
Idris, the truth of the matter is that all branches and all the existing class sets were part of the conception and execution of this plan and even the events that we organize. Look, every committee that I set up, I make sure that the chairman and secretary of all branches are members of those committees. They are members of the anniversary committee. Were they not? The chairman and the secretary were members of the committee. They don't even attend the meeting. I mean, the meetings were not called by me. They were called by themselves. They agree on the date of the meeting, and on the day of the meeting, like this one, they don't turn up. I mean, look, the only way you can contribute or you can make, and this is why I'm saying maybe class sets will be more effective. I tell you, look, I don't like to boast about my secondary school, but a survey was conducted recently. Government College Ibadan, Old Boys Association was adjudged the best Old Boys Association in Nigeria. Why? We have class sets. We hold our meeting every month. We have houses, you know. Branches. Today is Government College Ibadan Station, Lagos branch annual, Christmas dinner, which we call Endo. I belong to FCT branch. I belong to Lagos branch. I belong to Swanson House. I belong to my 71, 75 set. I contribute to all of those sets. You can go and find out. We have welfare. We have teachers fund. We have endowment fund. We have hostel building, and we all come. So look, we are products of a university. We cannot be talking. Look, we cannot be talking about. I don't know. Look, and that's why I'm saying that if we go down the ladder, if we have class sets, the chairman, the Professor Aren is here. She will tell you how I got their own class set. You know, the class set 70, 73, 77 in law school, and even the law school alumni association, I'm appealing to them. My own class set in engineering, I'm appealing to them. Please, let us work with these class sets. Nobody, no branch can tell me how many times have those branches reposted the information that, oh, the alumni is now live. Please log on. And everybody is saying, oh, we don't have matric number. We don't have matric number. There's nowhere I go to, even in other public events, I announce it. I announce it. I talk about it. On television, I talk about it. We just have to do more. And look, I said something. I said one of the things that the devil has used to cheat us in this part of the world is communication. When we graduated, there was no contact again with the University of Lagos. We had come to collect our certificates. Nothing. Nobody writes you. Nobody phones you. No email. Nothing. It is now that we are collecting emails to be able to send message information to people. Abroad, once you graduate, tomorrow you will receive a letter. Look, this brochure is 2,000 naira. How many people are buying it? The graduates go there and joyfully they buy it. They are so happy to see it. My son's ring abroad is $800. They will buy it. Abroad, they will buy it. If we do, somebody was posting something on social media that Nigerian universities and Miranda, they are not doing this. I was just laughing. 2,000 naira, nobody will buy it. How many of you have gone to Emblem? Soldiers, how many? It's been on. They are at the airport. You just ignore them and walk past them. And in any case, the money is not even going to any, you just see those people. They put these, like those we used to do when we do rag day. Nobody accounts for it. Half of it is gone. But this one that we can account for, they are not paying. How can we have 200,000 members and only 300 are paid the annual dues of 5,000? And I said that. I said this. There are people who are paying 1,000. I paid for Unilag Faculty of Engineering. I know how much I paid there. I know how much I paid at the national level. Because I don't know what to do with money. Even if I don't drink beer, I drink juice now. No, let's be candid, please. Look, we need to start to look. Dangote said something. He said he's not the only rich man in Nigeria. There are people who are richer than him or who are as rich as him. Do you know how many private jets are in Lagos and in Abuja? The owners, what do they do for the society? Some of us will get texts every day. Thank you. Somebody sent a text to me on Facebook and said, I was in so-and-so university. I came to meet you in a hotel in Akure. You paid my fee. I was crying. Those are the kind of things I want to hear. If I have enough money, University of Lagos will not suffer. I'm telling you. And I tell you, Prof, if we enough money in our endowment, I will do something. I will convince this gentleman to say, look, every month, let's invest this money. From the interest, we will pay extra 200,000, 250,000 to every professor, to every senior lecturer, 200,000, every lecturer, 150,000, and it will make a difference. It will attract lecturers to this university. Those are the kind of things alumni should be doing. If we're able to do that, I mean, look, there's no way. I know what happens in government. When government institutes some organizations that are not in line with civil service payment structure, to get them to be paid extra is a problem. I don't want to give specific examples. All of the discos, why do you think the state version of NEC, why do you think they are not working? When I was in government, I wrote a letter to government to say, my salary is not enough. You have to increase it. Have you ever heard that before? And I took it to the board, headed by the vice president, and they increased my salary. The only thing is that they increased for everybody. They gave me 50% increase in salary. So there's a general across the tribe, and we cannot stop working on it. We have to work. I'm sure that by God's grace, we will continue to encourage people, we continue to talk one. If we can get all the class sets, honestly, the will be better organized. Yes. I don't want us to stay here overnight too.
My name is
Ah.
Salvador Tawhid Fadilapo, FCNA. The presidents and the entire NEC members, we want to appreciate your fatherhood roles subject to these reports and the passionate level you have been displaying, in which every member of the alumni, the whole world is watching this meeting. And review your level of passionate as regards to your, disposition, thematic words in the area the way it ought to be. But we need to understand that this setting we have, there are a lot of factors that will determine our ideal position and where it ought to be. There's a gap. When my distinguished Professor Adeoti Lukman was making his own position, I came into the hall. We all knew how National Alumni Membership Drive always be. If somebody that was here last year, this same hall, is also here today, can now compare and contrast about the membership drive. My point goes as follows. One, what brings the gap? The key factor, one, election year. Election year. Last year was election year. We all know what went through electionary processes. That singular factor, this all was so full because of the interest we have. Election year, what brings the gap? The same thing, mental force in the area of our financial reports. Any election year, check out our dues, our financial position, always increase. Non-election year, that factor is a big star. On that note, we need to change our mindsets. Professional-wise, any professional members who have that mindset of assertion, either election year or no election year, your passionate drive for professionalism must speak the tone of the president and do your statutory position to the institute. So I want to appeal to us because I'm a product of the way it's out at the state level and the way it is at national level. During Professor Adeoti, Lagos State chairman, we use committee system to network, to harness those type of industries, those great advocates who are either political gladiators, who are industry, and they come together and assist the university. As the way you are saying is comparing University of Lagos with Harvard, a system that has structure, a driver as you are, as a driver that drives us. As individual passionates, you have the passion that, no, I have this, I have that, I don't do this, and that. That's your individual. But when you're talking about a collective responsibility, when I'm trying to build a gap, you are working with people, and people management is very germane. So on that note, when we have a committee system as a NEC member that we're able to harness people that will add value to the program of the NEC, it could go XYZ. On that also, it will also increase our what? Our revenue drive to assist the university, to assist the alumni, to position alumni. Many might not be money. Recognition, refinements goes a long way. Then we're talking about inclusive governance system or method. When you are talking, how you are, this and that, these are just a subset, an individual. Do you know how many advocates that are doing well, they can do more, because we're not exploiting the system. For instance, now in the state government, we have many Akokai who are politically elected at the moment. Have we annexed them? We have many Akokai who are technocrats.
Salvador, please,
Sir,
please round up. Because,
yes, I'm just trying to
because you
say.
see, I cannot use this forum to be talking to you about political appointees or elected. Look, listen.
My position is honest.
If you ought to know, you can't tell me.
Okay.
Some of these people, when they see you, you know how many times I've been to Abuja to go to minister's office and everybody to ask in the National Assembly. Do you know how many times I've been to National Assembly to advise them?
If we try to do that, that will increase our funds.
We are doing that.
Add value to our endowment position.
El Salvador, please,
sir.
Please, if you know a member, if you call me today to
Okay,
say
sir.
the chairman of your local government wants to see me tomorrow morning,
is that an alumni?
I will be there.
Oh, okay.
I will cancel appointments to be there. That's the truth.
Well, the 5 times on the issue of the membership dues.
Look, I still call them. Let's not waste time. I still call many of them yesterday. In fact, the edutainment fiesta we want to do, I have slotted 2 of them to be co-chairman of the fiesta. Look, if you appoint a committee, how many people in the 55th anniversary committee, how many people participated in your meeting or worked? Every day I was in the secretariat. Every day. 3 days before, I sat down, I was going through everything. By only a few of us were there. Look,
that's the reason why I want to appreciate your.
If we continue to do this, I mean, if we continue to do that,
within 2 minutes now,
please, I beg you, Lagos State branch, they have not paid their annual. They have not sent in the annual dues of their member. Up till now, they have not. FCT has done it. Akwa Ibom has done it. Engineering has done it. They don't need to be reminded.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh,
let's
just to put the mic down or lower the mic in the short stuff. The categories of membership we had, platinum, diamond, or whatever, will have been a way of adding value to our endowment fund. If the 5,000 is specifically a occasional membership due, but we have those who are categorized last section, last alumni, which have added value to our endowment fund, who assist to our program want to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Prof, look, you have many advantages to being a member, an active member of the Alumni Association. If you carry the banner of this Alumni Association to any office, you are giving preference. I can tell you, if people see it, I was at the launch of the newly refurbished toilet. You are there. Once people see that you are from University of Lagos, you are giving priority in employment. It's not the first time that they are saying it. When we went to Mr. Bolaho Olufon's, he said it. So those who are not participating are actually missing a lot. It pays to belong to the Alumni Association. One of the things that the app is meant to do is to also link you to your LinkedIn. And so people will see that you are from Unilag. And anybody who wants to employ from Unilag, from in their office, they will give preference to you. When my daughter was in Houston, the present Secretary Government of Ondo State, Dr. Passionot, once he saw my name, he didn't even meet me in school. He asked my wife, "Do you know one Oyedele?" And he was, "Oh yes, my father." He said, "Did you go to government college?" The man said, "You are not going to participate in this interview. You have been employed." That is the power of alumni. That is the power of alumni. Please, let's not waste time on this issue. all of us have a job to do. And so, please, if there is anybody, if there are no other comments, may I please request that somebody to move a motion for the for Mrs.
Good evening. I don't know. Hello. Good evening, sir. And Mars. Good evening, sirs and Mars. This is my first time here. Please, can you hear me, sirs and Mars?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. This is my first time here, and I've listened to the president and most of the other members that have spoken. Mr. President, for your passion. I just want to make a suggestion very quickly that might be of assistance going forward. I think that for the future sets coming out of the university, I think in their final year, they should be made to set up an alumni with the impression that when they leave school, they are meant to join the main body. I think part of the problems could be that most of us, when we graduated, there was nothing like alumni, or it wasn't publicized, or we're not aware. Some of us joined late. I got into this alumni platform by accident, simply because our set decided to do something for the department. And for me, Falobi was part of it, and then she added us to the platform. So I think structurally, what we can do is to ensure that future sets that are coming out are made aware of the alumni so that they could join. And then I support the president saying that we should begin to go after the set. I think we should structurally map out how we'll get every set to be involved. What we need to do is to look for the key roles in each of those sets and bring them on board. And that way, we'll be able to get them to manage their sets to be part of what the main body is doing. I think all we need is just to be able to create that link. But we have to systematically do that so that it will be effective. And so in saying that, it might be, I don't know if it will be of help, those that we know that are committed within the association at the moment, come together, put heads together, and make suggestions on to how we can implement getting the sets to come on board. I think if we made that one of the goals for the new year, it might go a long way in getting more participation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a very but I also assure you we catch all of the graduating students now. In fact, it is part of their requirements for them to join the alumni association. And immediately they graduate, I write letters to them and I try to encourage them. I'm also going after class sets all over the world, and encouraging them to come together so that they can be part of it. And they are invited to the National Executive Council meeting at all times. We'll continue to pursue that. Thank you very much. Yes, madam, please, this is the last we're going to take on this matter.
Please, sir, I just made a brief clarification on what you said. You said brief clarification on what you said. You said Lagos State branch have not remitted the alumni dues of their members. Please, sir, are they to pay for us? I don't know, because I do pay national dues separately from the states. So please, you don't need.
Okay. That's FCT, for instance, they collect 11,000 annually and they remit 5,000 of that amount to the national body. It's neater. It's neater when you belong to two bodies, and that's what they do. Now, how do we know those who have paid to Lagos State and those who have not paid to Lagos State? So if you have those centers, I mean, they are supposed to be collecting points for remitting. I've had this discussion with your chairman, and he says they pay. But how many people can you bring out that? I mean, when you had your election, how many people voted? You had over 300 people. So we should have 300 people who have also paid dues to the. Do you understand what I'm saying? Aha.
So
are
but
you
I've told you what they do in.
Are you advising us now to be paying directly to the branch so that the branch will be remitting the money directly to the national?
Okay, yes, please. Yes.
It will be difficult to do that. I can tell you that Lagos branch, I can say it, constitutes nothing less than 70 to 80% of the total population of alumni. You can't compare Abuja, they are meant.
That's not true.
I said
there's no
based on my own
evidence.
statistics. And based on the experience. You can confirm all this from Olorukun and from. I can't say what I don't know. Now, in Lagos, what we do in Lagos State Branch is that we pay to Lagos State Branch and we pay to we have the subsidy. When I was there for 4 years, I did not remit any amount to Lagos. What I was encouraging people, as we are paying to Lagos Branch, please pay to, because by the time the money enter our account and we are spending the money, it will be difficult to get that kind of money out. That is why we advise, please pay to. We can't compare ourselves with please, you can put that.
I have heard you.
Please.
We will set up a committee to look into that, because look, Lagos branch cannot be different from all the other branches. There's nothing, please, doctor, prof, there's nothing difficult about it, because if FCT is doing it, if Faculty of Engineering is doing it, if Faculty of Engineering is just here, and they meet here, and they do it. Akwa Ibom is doing it. FCT is doing it. North America is doing it. So what's the big deal about it? There's nothing that money enters your account. I mean, it's responsibility. If you know you have a responsibility, you fulfill that responsibility. I don't want us to argue about this. If they have, and in any case, look, if they have difficulty, they should approach us and say, look, we have this difficulty. How do we sort it out? You know, the Yoruba people say, you have to sit down. I have a problem. How do we solve it? Right? You cannot have at your election registered voters of 300 and something people, which will help you to organize. We help them to organize it. And then we don't see 300 people paying. I mean, if we have 300 people paying from Lagos, then we must have about 600 people who have paid their annual dues today. Do you understand what I mean? I mean, we will sit down. I mean, that is because we are human organizations. We keep encountering difficulties, challenges, and then we will sit down and see how to improve the system. But that is that. So we'll look at that. So may I request that somebody should please move a motion for the acceptance of the president's address. Yes, ma'am.
Hello. The audio is somehow. The audio is somehow. Messages, the audio is somehow.
I'm Dr. Kuslai. I do move motion to accept the president's speech.
Thank you, ma'am.
I, Dr. Tosin Adeshile, seconded the motion.
Thank you, Doctor.
Should be accepted.
Thank you, Doctor. I think the report from the Secretariat, I don't know if we should skip that. Is in the brochure in your hand. Let's skip that and go to the annual report on audited account for the year. And may I request the National Treasurer to please just the highlights of the report. You'll have it in the brochure. Let's listen to the National Treasurer.
Thank you very much. Great Akokites. The energy level is low. Great Akokites. Greatest of the greatest Akokites. Thank you very much, the president and all executive members and the entire members of the Unilag Alumni Association. Standing before you to present to you the accounts for the year ended 31st December 2024. I know that we have spent so much time, and I will just be just mention some highlights around it. So for the purpose of some of us have the brochure with us, the accounts run from page 28, and it highlights in terms of the content of the accounts, the accounting policies, the report of the National Executive Council, report of the auditors, statement of financial position, statement of income and expenditure, statement of cash flow, notes to the accounts, and the 5-year financial summary for the accounts for the year ended 31st December 2024. I'll just, like I said, just some highlights. Just quickly read that the report for the National Executive Council, and that I'm pleased on behalf of the council to present the annual report. The income in year 2024 ending was 72,184,338, and the expenditure 77,264,581. Though we had a deficit of 5,080,242 this year. However, I want to put some elements so that we can be able to have a view into it. Just to kick off, that as regards our financial position, that your association still maintains our status of a billionaire asset value, because our total asset value closed at over 1.64 million year ending 2024. I know that's the area that we're very much interested in, the income and expenditure. So looking at the income, I know that we have been talking since morning, and I like the passion around it in terms of the fact that we are all involved in how much we can increase the income of the association. Also to announce to us that between, as at year end 2024, compared to 2023, that the income increased by 26%, as we had income of 72,184,338, like I mentioned earlier, which is over that of 2023, which was 57.5 million. And in terms of that income, if you look at the notes, and I'm on page 37, and I want to just mention to us that two elements were the main drivers in terms of the increased income. The first is the annual dues registration. We'll see that the annual dues in year 2023 about 15.3, but we had about 100% increments in year 2024. We had over 100% increments. That was one of the main drivers. And like somebody had remarked earlier, there is an election year. However, you also understand, or we also appreciate that there was also a drive in there. Also, in terms of also the use of our income, there was also interest income of 11 million, over 11 million, compared to 6 million in 2023. I want to state here, like we have been saying, that income drive with every one of us business. And see that the presidents leading the executive have been quite creative in trying to drive income and working with the university. That is one of the things that have generated income for us. One of the things there is that if you see that our income as regards dues and donation
you'll see that there's a shortfall in there. And that's a clarion call I'm bringing forward to us. And I think that's what the president have been championing, to say that we need to be involved in it. Look at 2023 compared to 2024, we'll see that there was a drop in our donations, members, contribution, donations for members. So with that, one of the things we have done is, and I'm putting it forward to every one of us, approved by the NEC, that if you have anybody, if you have any link that we can be able to generate funds from, and the president has committed that he will also be leading that engagement, you just help us in facilitating that link, then we can jump into that engagement, and you also help us in getting that money out. The NEC has approved that if anyone will be coming in, then we'll also be giving a thank you of a 5%, more like a 5% commission, as it were, to anybody that helps us in generating income. And we believe that when those donations come, that we're exploring this to also be a way to also help us in generating income. So moving away from income, I want to also mention as regards the expenditure. The expenditure, though, increased over 39%. That's 2023, we ended 55.4 million. And in 2024, we ended 77.2. Understandably, we also know that the macroeconomics variables, the dynamics also, in the last few years, at least thank God that things are stabilizing now. It has also resulted into skyrocketing inflationary trends, also skyrocketing of the amounts, what in the markets, what we buy in the market today is not. But three things that I just want to mention from our accounts that have also contributed into this. That the first is the Diamond Jubilee anniversary for the entertainment that we spent 18.7. We'll know that last year, 2024, that the university celebrated the Diamond Jubilee anniversary, and our flagship program of the entertainment was very, very well represented for those of us that were there. And this is what's one of the things that we do as an alumni association. Also, it was an election year. You see that the AGM expenses to NEC meeting, it was an election year, and understandably also, every administrative expenses, running expenses also, you know that when we're also paying our dues, when we also were looking at coming up with the names, the voters lists, the engagement with the school, the printing out, all of those administrative stuff involved in it also resulted in that increased expenditure. However, one of the things that you should be rest assured about is that our Commonwealth is safe, that this is just a direct matching of our expenditure in 2024. But the results and the fruit of this investment in the form of our expenditure, we'll see it by the time we are presenting our account in 2025. So I'll just also mention to us that in rounding off, that in the last 5 years, and that's speaking into page 42, the last 5 financial year, then the last 5 years, you'll see a stable trajectory in our financial position. Our Commonwealth, like I mentioned earlier, is in safe hands, and the clarion call to us is that we need to join our hands together to be able to grow our financial base. And we are looking forward to, by the time we are presenting our accounts in 2025, then we'll be able to present to us a more positive position. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. May I also ask that the external auditor to please present the report so that we'll just take the auditor's report together, then we take all the both, and we'll answer both questions. You can come up, sir.
Great Akokites. Great Akokites. Greatest of the greatest of the greatest of the greatest Akokites.
Great.
Great.
The President and National Executive members and the AGM. I am Kolawole Palejaye. May I please seek or crave your indulgence to read this report this way. I have the report on pages 31 and 32. And what matters here?
Yeah.
Your opinion.
Yeah, darling.
On other legal
How are you?
requirements.
Okay. So what are we saying next now?
The big for God's grace.
Oh, doing the holiday.
No, I will still have to read your opinion. Can I go ahead with that, please? Thank you. Independent auditors report to members of the University of Lagos Alumni Association. Opinion. We have audited the accompanying financial statements of the University of Lagos Alumni Association, which comprise the statement of financial position as at 31st December 2024, the statement of income and expenditure and other comprehensive income, statement of changes in members' fund, and statement of cash flows for the year then ended, and a summary of significant accounting policies and other explanatory information. In our opinion, these financial statements give a true and fair view of the financial position of the University of Lagos Alumni Association as at 31st December 2024, and the financial performance and cash flows for the year then ended in accordance with international financial reporting standards and in the manner required by the Company and Allied Matters Act of Nigeria and the Financial Reporting Council of Nigerian Act. I'll go to the next page where we have the report on other legal requirements. In accordance with the requirement of the 5th schedule of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, we confirm that we have obtained all the information and explanations which, to the best of our knowledge and belief, were necessary for the purpose of our audit. In our opinion, proper books of accounts are being kept by the University of Lagos Alumni Association insofar as appears from our examination of those books. The Alumni Association statement of financial position and statement of income and expenditure and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of account, dated and signed. Thank you very much.
The compound, let's see what's going on.
They're already been discussing it on the platform.
Comment on both. Anybody on the line? Online in the gallery?
Once again, I remain my humble self, Comrade Salvador Tauhid for the Lapo. I want to appreciate my colleague coming over here for the report. And personal wise, I'm not here to tackle with what I've said. But let's open to page 34. Page 34, income, where we have a sum of 72,184 338. Going by that, now look at note to the account on page 37. Kindly clarify the first item on income on page 37, where we have donation slash BUS and meeting expenses to the tune of 11 million plus, a decrease in the year report 24 to 23 financial year. What is meaning of donation slash bus and meeting expenses, which have been an expenses or under the expenditures components? One, that needs to be clarified, and we have a decrease in that aspect. Two, in as much we have an increment in our revenue, which is annual dues, we have an increment in interest income to the tune of 2 million plus. My advice is that since 24 is what we are reporting, I want to believe that 25, as we hear, will have taken care of all the financial activities to eliminate that's what we call deficits when you are reporting 25 financial year next year. So my hello, over here.
I'm struggling to hear you.
Okay.
The second
is the mic.
The first one.
The component of income going by the note to the account.
So I got the first one.
Exactly.
Where you want to get clarification as regards towards donations to boss and meeting expenses.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's the
That's
and
then looking at what we have there.
Then the second one.
Second.
The same income.
Yes.
So which one there?
We have the annual dues or registration and increments of 37 million plus to what we have in 2023 financial year.
Yes.
And we have interest income as well. Very good. 11 to 6 is 9 reports. So because the ratio is short, I want to believe by the grace, our activities 25 where we are, by the time we are taking care of next year AGM, the 5 million plus which we have now at deficits will have, changed narration to surplus. So can you explain that one? Then we'll move.
Okay, so let me just, I'm struggling, but I think from what you said is just some clarity around what the elements of the income. Now, in terms of the donation, bus and meeting expenses, right? The way we get the donations is either in cash or in kind. So we had donations in terms of bus that was provided, and that line has always been the line that we use to combine everything around our donation. So sometimes in our meetings also, there's also the magnanimity also in previous years where meetings are sponsored. So instead of a situation where meetings we are meant to dip our hands into the pockets to be able to get those meetings, and which will form part of our expense, but those meetings are sponsored. So instead of them becoming expenses as regards expenses, those expenses are taken care of. So they are treated as income. So this income comes in either as cash or come in as kind. So for us to have a proper view as regards our position, then we have it. Okay, then in terms of the interest income, which if I am going to so you see that they have a good performance as regards it, and as mentioned earlier, in terms of one of the drivers of our income position, and it means that we are investing our money. We are going to also be seeing something positive again, like I mentioned, by the time we're moving to 2025. One of the things we have also done on our own part is that we are saying that we don't want to leave any money idle. So instead of us having money and leaving it into the accounts, we invest those monies. So those monies are invested in various instruments, maybe treasury bills. We understand. So we invest instruments, treasury bills, also in terms of even investments in terms of fixed deposits. So all of those interests coming in from those investments are what we have seen as interest income. And like I said, that by the time we are going to 2025, we're even beginning to see a more positive position as regards it, because we're even investing our money. We're not just leaving our money.
I think at the last 8 years, there were comments about why do we have 200 and something million naira in our current account. This, as of today, we have 200 million, 100 in, I think, name, and another 100 million with the Wema Bank. So we have those investments. Before the end of this month, the 1 billion that we have in fixed deposit, we will have realized the income, and then we will have executed all of the papers, you know, to come into the account of 2025.
Fantastic, sir.
Any other comments on both? Yes, Prof. Yes.
Thank you very much, our amiable treasurer. Well, when you are doing the presentation, I've listened, and it shows that you are not doing badly. But however, you said something, and it has been echoed here that during the election year, we normally make money. But if the election is not coming, we don't make money. I believe that can be a research. We can try to develop something by engaging probably in economics or finance. Why are we having that kind of problem? What can we do to having that kind of problem of not getting money, enough money, when we are not doing election? And so I can see a gap in that place. And we have our people, because two things are affecting us: membership. And this is my suggestion, please, sir. When we have two vice presidents, I want to say that so that the burden will not be too much on the head of the president. This is my suggestion, sir. Why can't we say that maybe one, Vice President one, please, can you assist us to see how we can increase our membership? And number two, Vice President two, the fund, though we are having this, can you assist us to develop a model? You work with people probably in the university economics. How can we get enough money? Because when we are talking about projects and we don't have money, there is no way that we're able to. We are fortunate this year that somebody gave us 1 billion. But I'm of the opinion that we have so many people that can give us more than that. I'm of the opinion. I stand to be corrected.
Totally agree with you.
Yes. So if you can engage the president, because I know Dr. Balayesu very well. He's connected. But his experience has not been exploited fully in this association. Against, and the other person, my friend Lekan Ajisafe, can equally assist us. It's not only identifying how can you talk to people to get money for us. So by the time we have two of them fully engaged, and some people will work with them, so by next year, something is telling me here that we have enough money. That is my suggestion.
Thank you very much. I think they are also hearing. I'm not sure that anybody needs to be prodded to encourage members. I mean, to encourage people to donate to the university. The reason why we have upsurge in the payment of annual dues during election years is obvious. People who want to contest, bring in, do a lot of work, and they should do it in the interest of the association. I agree with you. Secondly, the issue of
attracting donation should be everybody's affair. You know, I don't want to linger on that. But National Vice President one is here, and I'm sure that he has heard you. And then he will take that message to National Vice President 2 as well. And maybe we will give them a target next year. We are also in the process of employing, and then we did something this year. The National Executive Council approved that if you bring in any donation, even if it is 20 billion, 5% of it will go to the person who has brought that money in. We have done that, and I think that will encourage people. And to demonstrate our sincerity, all of those people who brought in adverts for the brochure during the event, we paid them. In fact, we said that for brochure, for advertisement, is 10%. And for those who bring in donations, is 5%. So, and because of that, I ensure that we pay that money to all of them. The only person that we didn't pay that money to is Mr. President, who brought in one advert. And so I plow that back to the account of the association. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, I don't think there's any other comments. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. May I please request for somebody to move a motion for the acceptance of that, the account and the audited report.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, good afternoon. Good evening. Hello.
Yes. Who is that, please?
My name is Taiwo Ebenezer Sepa.
Taiwo, yes, please.
Taiwo Ebenezer Sepa.
Please go
I
ahead.
hereby move motion for the adoption of the account report.
And the audited report.
And the audited report.
Thank you.
And I support that motion. Michael Olawale Cole.
How could Ademola seconded the motion?
Oh, okay.
I sure you have supported me. Thank you. Item, report from branches and chapters. And can I because the chairman of Warri Circle is here all the way. Akwa Ibom's branch. I'll respectfully request Milord to please present the report of the Akwa Ibom branch. But all the other reports are in the brochure that is in your hand. Please, to save time, but coming all the way from Akwa Ibom, my Lord, please, can you please present your report to us?
The president.
Please, my Lord, please, can you please, you can sit down, sir. Thank you. Sit down, because I'm the high chief.
The president, Akwa Ibom report is on page 45. I want to crave your indulgence to be taken as read because of time. What we've done in Uyo is we have we go out to preach about University of Lagos secondary schools, and we encourage them their first choice. How do we do that? We are now organizing a JAM preparatory class. We pay for teachers to prepare them for JAM because the University of Lagos is Center of Excellence. We want them to get a good score. Because we have a problem. We have erected a secretariat and a research center. But unfortunately, we don't have students being admitted to school from home. I don't mean acquire children like my daughter, who is in Lagos. But I want those there at home take over this secretariat from us. We put in so much money. We are a research center for Nigeria. Now, we have also tried our best to meet up owners of the branches and all men. We visit them, we assist them monetarily, and we encourage. But our greatest application for today is we are connected. I've sent a letter. We want to showcase Akwa Ibom branch. We want to host next AGM in Uyo. We are prepared for Alumni Association of University of Lagos. We are hosting it. We are applying to the, please give us authority to host. Go back so that we can set up structures. Show you if we move this AGM to different locations, even big companies do it. People will understand. Presently in Akwa Ibom, we have a skill acquisition center, very big center. It's being managed by University of Lagos. So I still believe if Mr. and the next permission to host you, it will bring a lot of impacts on surrounding branches. Aba, we are even trying to help Aba to set up branch. But I think if the neck moves to you, they will appreciate it. They will attend. So, Mr. President, sorry, I can't read, but I don't want to read. The report is on page 42, 45, to be taken as read. And we also request from NEC. There is not from the president with 2 or 3 members of the ESCO to go out to see branches, visit branches, give us notice. The president is coming on so month, on so day. We will appreciate the president. We will take you around. You see the little we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my Lord, Honorable Justice Ineabas. Thank you very much. I have received your letter and it's being considered by the National Executive Council. In fact, those of you who are at the stakeholders meeting will remember that I said that the National Executive Council will consider moving the annual general meeting from branch to branch. But my own proposal is that we will adopt the World Cup, the FIFA World Cup, or the Olympic style, whereby we will throw it open for people to submit bids and tell us what we can what we stand to gain. Sell your state to us, and tell us how much you hope to raise, and so on and so forth. But honestly, we will consider your request. We also have a request from FCT branch, who have also requested that they want to hold the international convention of the Alumni Association, and they want to use it to mark their 30th anniversary. The 2022 annual general meeting was supposed to have been held in Abuja, but the National Executive Council will sit down on this request, and you will hear from us very soon. Secondly, I want to thank your branch. I mean, I know what it costs. We travel from Uyo to here by air. Now, it's without adding one kobo to, without talking about accommodation and local transportation, is 1 million. Those of you who have seen the newspaper have seen it. It's 499,000 naira. So I think we should clap for my Lord for this, and to thank the branch. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. And I promise you, sir, from the beginning of January, I will start paying courtesy calls on all of the branches. I've been to Warri, I have been to, of course, FCT. I've been to North America. I have been to Ibadan. I have been to Abeokuta. I have been to London, all at my own expense, And we were supposed to host the annual retreat in Uyo, but communication caused a problem. And then it slipped into when the then governor was leaving. And so planning became a problem, and we didn't get further communications from them again. Yes, I saw somebody raising hand. This will be the last comment. Maybe we should take it under any other business. Any other business. Yes. Regina.
All right. Excellent evening, Mr. President, and standing on existing protocol. I'd like to say compliment of the season again. Without sounding like I'm overflogging the issue, I would want to say, yes, well done to all our branches, especially outside Lagos, for what they are doing. And I also fully agree with the Akwa Ibom chairman, branch chairman, with his idea of asking for visitation. Mr. President, beyond just a courtesy visits, I think one or two other members of the executive could come along. Yes, that would go a long way in making them feeling included. And may I also suggest, without saying that, let's also consider if there are other times that we will have to shift the AGM, which is a very good idea. But let's begin to think of telling the branches in a way that they should know that also some level of costs should be borne by them, so that the national also would not be the sole, funder, as it were, of such. Let's make it very clear here.
I think I'll make you a member of that committee. So you give them your ideas. It's a committee work. Something we have to consider very seriously.
All right, Mr. President, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I would consider that as an honor. Thank you.
Let me also acknowledge the presence of Dr. Mrs. Ipaye. She's the director of the Advancement Office, and she has been online before she came here. I saw her online, so I was surprised to see her here. And I can also tell you that the relationship between the advancement office and the alumni office is very, very cordial. It's more than cordial. I want to thank you very much. It is also because we have somebody in that office who is an experienced administrator, a former registrar of the University of Lagos, and an alumna, or alumni, or alumna of the University of Lagos. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, man. If there is no other business, okay, doctor, please. Doctor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Well, firstly, I want to congratulate your executives. I read through what you have done in the last 1 year, and I want to commend you for generating funds and to ensure that the station grows in leaps and bounds. Secondly, as I'm leaving here, I will go back to my set to ensure that we form ourselves and we start acting actively. And I also want to use that opportunity to tell all of us here and those online to also go and do the same. And Mr. President, I will also suggest that there can be a larger Central Executive Council where president and secretary of all sets will be there. That will give that sense of belonging so that I would have now then, because without that, it will be difficult for them to have a information. Yes, exactly. Information. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doctor. All chairmen and secretaries of all our branches, chapters, groups, class sets are invited. What has been happening is that to all our meetings, especially the National Executive Council, they are not secret society meetings. They are open to them. And Regina, you will know that when I want to visit, I invite even non-members of the National Executive. The point is, some of these visits, you get appointments just 2 days before. And a lot of you are engaged. So it's difficult to prime people out of their offices. But we'll continue, these visits to, and then because also we cannot afford to use the association's fund to finance those trips. The best we can do is to provide the bus, fuel it, and when we want to go somewhere that is near here. But if we want to go to Akwa Ibom, we can't pay the, sorry? Exactly. We cannot, because if they kidnap anybody, God forbid. Anyway, but you understand. So we'll continue to try. We'll continue to try. And look, I was saying to somebody when we were doing the merger of APC, I used to travel to Abuja. I used to buy tickets, Dara ticket for 18 naira. 18,000 naira. And I remember that when they are doing promo, they will sell ticket for me for 9,000 naira. And so, it is easy to give somebody 10,000 naira. It's not easy. The least ticket you can get now is about 280 something thousand naira to Abuja. That's the least. Sometimes you get it for 289,000 naira. So it's becoming increasingly very difficult. These are the challenges that we are facing. But I want to thank you very much, and I think this is a good place to bring the 2024 annual general meeting to close. I therefore request for somebody to move a motion for the adjournment of this meeting. My Lord. Okay. Ladies first.
Yeah, Mr. President, my name is Leko Ajishafe. I would like to thank you all for the AGM and also want to use the opportunity to move the motion
I've been in the meeting actually.
There.
Okay.
Lagos, I will overrule you. The motion
Okay.
is humble. My lord, sir.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. After going through the whole deliberation in these booklets, this Bible, I have been coming for AGM. I think this is the best for many years. The record is there. I appreciate the ESCO. I pray you should keep it up. And I pray too that you come to Okwaibo so that we can also assist to make it better than this. So I move that meeting be adjourned, this AGM to Yo for 2026.
Thank you, sir.
Seconded by Dr. Priscilla.
Thank you, man. May I request Alhaji Bala Abdul to please give us the closing prayer.
Praise the Lord.
Akia is here. No, Akia, please. Akia is here. Thank you, Akia.
Thank God for his mercies. Thank God for seeing us through from the beginning to this end. So we give him all the praise. And then we read the Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim. Ghalil maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amen. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. No, we will sing the Unilag anthem and the national anthem before we leave, please.
Our good shall be our strength.
and justice reign. So that is really yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. We'd like to take photographs, please. National Executive Council members, please. Let's form up for photograph session, please. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to connect and interact with every other person that's come for this event. It's nice to have every one of you around. You're looking so beautiful. Thanks for adding color and flair to our event. We love you. Thanks for coming. Members on Zoom, we appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for buying data to come online to have us. Members of the National Executive Council, please join the President Worldwide down here. No, yeah, it's good. For the light. Yes. Members of the NEC, please come up stage for the photograph with the President Worldwide. Thank you for coming, everybody. Professor Adeoti, Mrs. Folashade, Mrs. Regina Ogodo, Dr. Adeshile, thanks for coming. Dr. Laduni Balkis, Mrs. Moya Moshitu, thanks so much for coming. Mr. Sheson, thanks for coming. Mr. Taiwa Jasha, Ms. Comrade Taori Salvador, thanks for coming. Comrade Mani Shonubi, thank you for coming. Sorry, sir. Thank you for coming, Mr. Demola Ogundeji. Thank you for coming, Reverend Tunde Ayadi. Thank you for coming, Sars and Mars, Barrister Olusegun Dada. Thank you for coming, sir. The one and only Dr. Priscilla Itokwa. Thanks for coming, Mama P. Thanks for coming, Lagos State members and leaders. Dr. Adeshile, I see you. Thank you for coming, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, Sars and Mars. Dr. Tonte, thanks for coming, Ma. We love you. Thank you. Mr. Yomi Adamson, thank you for coming, sir. Thanks for coming, ma. From the Faculty of Environmental Sciences, right? Mrs. Bola Otegbade, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Olakpo Sheriff, Comrade Mani, I'm thanking you. Global audience. Comrade Mani, Shonubi, welcome, sir. He will come your way again, same time. Jeff. See you in AGM 2025 next year. Wish you safety as you go to your various homes and destinations. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you.